Let's cut through some bullshit real quick. First of all, any actions that you take are your actions. Any thoughts you have are your thoughts. They are not due to me. They are on you. This is just what I've noticed. I'm speaking about what I've seen. That's it. So, people don't think about you nearly as much as what you think they do. Especially people that aren't close to you don't think about you really at all. So, if you want to start doing something and you think, well, everyone's going to laugh and this and that, well, most people aren't going to give a shit. Period. Bar none. There's really no other way to put it. If you don't like that, it's too bad because the facts don't change. Period. There's people that I love and care about a lot that I barely ever think about. So that is what it is. If you don't like it, nothing that can really be done about it. You know what I mean? There's freedom in that, though, to be completely honest. And a lot of people might not see it that way. I do because, you know, that means if I did something that really sucked, guess what? They aren't thinking about it all that much. Now, if it comes up, maybe something can, you know, trigger a thought or whatever, but it's not going to be on their mind all the time. Okay? Also, family and friends will not support you when it comes to creative stuff. What I mean by that is I've been a stand up, I've been a musician off and on for over 20 years. I've done podcasts, I've done all kinds of different shit. And the people around you that get it for free all the time aren't going to go pay to see you. It's not going to happen. There's no reason for them to. If you think that they're going to, you are wrong. So, um, yeah, I wish I could say it another way, but I really can't. All right? You don't have to be understood. A lot of people think, well, just if they understood me, if they understood where I was coming from, if they knew all that, anything that makes you stand out is because they don't understand it. That's really it. As weird as it sounds, that's as easy as it is. You know, a lot of times it's things that people wish they could do or wish they would have thought of, and that's because they can't. They aren't capable. That's not the way their mind works. It's not going to make that connection. So, like I said, you don't have to be understood. People are clamoring for it, and I really don't get why. Because it can never happen. Not everyone's going to get you. A lot of people aren't. We're all wired different. So, that's that. You can choose your family. What I mean by that is tribalism is a thing. We all choose our tribe as we grow up. A lot of us go away from our blood families and all that due to distance, whatever the deal is, due to the situation. But you can choose who you see as family and who you treat as family. It doesn't need to be blood. In a lot of cases, I know people that won't talk to their family. Maybe their parents or something like that, but the rest of them they won't. So, that's just proof to it because people need some kind of connection. And there's some family members that are just bad to be around. I have one that I don't talk to or anything else, but with me and them, it's always trouble. It's nothing but trouble. It can never be anything but trouble because of how we're both wired. And do that, we stay with we stay away from each other. So we choose different family. You get what I mean? All right. You can live how you want. Freedom doesn't mean freedom freedom from consequence. There's good and bad consequences, and it might not be the easiest time, but at least you're living the way that you want to live, compared to however you thought you were supposed to before, or whatever the deal is, right? You can do it. You can make the art you want to make. You can do anything like that that you choose to. The only person that ever stops you is you, and I'm not saying, oh yeah, go do this, go do that. I'm just saying that you have the ability to, especially nowadays with tutorials everywhere, access to stuff everywhere, you being able to do a lot of stuff just with your phone, depending on what it is you're trying to do. There you go. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuses anymore. You can live how you want to live. Yeah, it is getting more expensive and it's going to get worse coming up, I'm sure. That's the way things go. But with that, you can still find a way. That's all I'm saying. It's not all doom and gloom all the time. It depends on what you're focused on. All right. Sticking out is really, really easy. Just be yourself. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. You must stick out and do that. Don't pretend to be someone else. Don't pretend to be nice if you want. Don't pretend to be mean if you want. Just be you, and you have no choice but you. I know that sounds like some after school special bullshit, but it's not. Whenever I'm myself, I have a big personality, so it's kind of, you know, impossible not to when you have a big personality and you're just being yourself. But even if you don't have a big personality, you're going to. You're going to get noticed in some way, shape, or form. And a lot of people just don't want to be noticed, don't want to be bothered like that. And I get that. So, you know, like I said, sticking out is easy because it's no work. It's just, hey, here I am. All right. So we all have our own personal philosophies. We get them to living life and experiencing things and all that. And personal philosophy to me is very important. Maybe one of the most important things you have because it's basically a roadmap of what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do, and what you're willing to put up with and how you deal with things and how you have to approach things mentally to be able to deal with them and treat them accordingly. That's a lot of what philosophy is. It's dealing with people and trying to make an understanding of the world that we live in so that we can keep going. Now, Plato and all that really don't mean shit to me. They never have, they never will. I don't care. I'm not going to talk about them because it's just that. But the people around me, their philosophies, yeah, I'm interested in those because it's for this day and age in a similar place. You know what I mean? Maybe it can help inform mine a little bit. You never know. But what I'm saying is the personal philosophy is kind of what keeps you on track. People say it's morals. Sure. Morals kind of go in with the philosophy because morals are kind of baked into them sometimes. Not all the time, right? But you can make your own philosophy. You choose what it is. And here's mine. It's your life. It's your fucking life. Act like it. That's it. That's my whole philosophy. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't say be good. It doesn't say be bad. It's basically, hey, if you're gonna go for it, go for it. If you aren't, then just shut up about it. Stop thinking about it. Stop letting it take up time and space. You're focusing on something you know you're never gonna do when you could be focusing on the next thing you are gonna do or what you're working on. And that's really it. So there's the dirt basics.